guess Backrooms Explorer here. I'm gonna add a couple updates and I'll show you how I do that here. So I'm gonna add into the instructions for it to check out this one website that has a lot of lore on it, as well as its general training. So let's do that. Hey there, Wisconsin. Actually, I was trying to, but realms are down apparently, so it kind of thwarted my plans for that. So, guess backup plan is to work on the back rooms. So, oh, they did? Okay. Yeah, I was just trying it like a few minutes ago and it wasn't working. So, like after I went off stream, so you could hop back in real quick and see if it's working. Oh, this happened this is about 15 minutes ago, so. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I guess I'll try, if they put out a new update, that might be what the problem is. Okay. So I guess while I get. Okay, let me go do that real quick. I don't think there's anything sensitive that should show up here when I do this. Oh, okay. Cool, I didn't know that. Actually, doesn't look like there is an update. Okay, yeah, it's not working for me either. So, yeah, I think I updated it like I think it's last week, but it doesn't look like there's an update for me yet. So, in the backroom simulator, I want to add another thing in here. Let's see what you're saying. Oh, you can't play either. Okay, yep, it wasn't working for me either. So it started to work and then it cut it out basically. So the backroom simulator, I want to make it to where you can play as a monster as well. Oh wow. So I want to add that as one of the things you can start as, and you can also type in your own whatever. So see how this goes, and then we'll go ahead and play it here. More catch up. That's funny. Oh, okay. Maybe they're just pushing that update out like just now or something. So anyway, I guess meanwhile we could play the backroom simulator. I'll probably have to hop into Minecraft tomorrow. So I just updated this and I'll let y'all play. So like let y'all guide which way to go. So there's a science. You could be a scientist exploring the back rooms. You could be a marine set in there to exterminate the monsters. And you could just be a like a random civilian person or a survivalist that wants to like kind of survive and thrive. Maybe even set up base in the back rooms. And you could even be a monster. I'm kind of curious to try that one out. Do y'all have any preference? Uh, uh, take whatever your preference is. If nobody has a preference, I think I will try the monster. Oh, you want the survivor? Yeah, okay. Let's see. So I'll go ahead and restart that, and I'll do that. See, it should be making images. So I'll ask it to do that. Oh, that'd be funny if we find the. Oh, that's right. I can talk to it too. I gotta remember that. I'll just do that. I should do fine with that.
Yourself in a vast, dimly lit expanse where the endless yellow tinted walls of stained wallpaper stretch out in every direction. The flickering fluorescent lights overhead hum with a nauseating consistency, casting a sickly, artificial glow that makes the environment feel even more surreal. The floor beneath your feet is covered in old, moist carpet, and the air is thick with a musty, almost moldy scent that clings to your senses. As a survivalist, you quickly assess your surroundings. There's no clear sense of direction, no obvious exit, just an endless maze of identical hallways and rooms, each one leading to more of the same. The silence is deafening, broken only by the distant echoes of your own footsteps and the occasional, unsettling sound that seems to come from just beyond your field of vision. In your
I,
backpack, you have basic supplies: a flashlight with limited batteries, a small knife, a few packs of dried food, a canteen half filled with water, and a multi purpose tool. But how long these will last in this strange, endless place is uncertain. Your survival instincts tell you to stay alert, conserve your resources, and be wary of the unknown threats that may lurk within this eerie labyrinth. What will you do next? Will you explore the area, search for resources, or perhaps find a safe place to rest? The choice is yours, but remember, this place is as unpredictable as it is dangerous.
so what would y'all like to do? Like search for resources, hunt for monsters. I think almond water is supposed to be a thing in the background, back rooms. Maybe if it's working. Oh, I guess maybe I could open up a creative world or something because our survival world's in realms now, which really stinks. I mean, it is also available, but it's going to be rolled back some effectively just on single player, and then we're going to lose what we did on realms. So, yeah, that's stinks that realms is down right now. So, anyway, I guess we could do this for now, and then I'll see if I could get into rounds maybe like before I go to bed here. So, probably shouldn't be playing this before I'm going to bed, too. Oh, get a dog pet? Oh, like one of the. Let's see. Oh, okay. Maybe we could go back through the gateway and look for a dog, or well, we could look for one in the back rooms because there are these human hound things supposedly in the back rooms, but they're monsters. But let's see, we could try to look for a dog. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this goes. Let me ask if I can show images of this.
You decide to search the area, hoping to find some form of life, perhaps a stray dog or some other creature that could offer companionship in this unsettling place. You walk cautiously through the twisting hallways, the yellow walls closing in around you as you navigate the endless maze. After what feels like hours of wandering, you notice something unusual ahead, a faint sound, almost like the soft padding of paws on the damp carpet. You turn a corner and spot a small, shadowy figure in the distance. It's low to the ground and moving slowly, almost cautiously, as if it senses your presence. As you approach, the figure becomes clearer in the dim light. It's a stray dog, with matted fur and a thin frame, clearly having been lost in this strange place for some time. The dog looks up at you with wary eyes, its tail giving a hesitant wag. It seems unsure but not aggressive, as if it's also looking for something, perhaps a friend. What will you do? Will you try to approach the dog, offer it some food, or maybe try to gain its trust in some other way?
So, what do you like to do? Yeah, that's true. Help protect us from the monsters and stuff. Yeah. Thinking maybe we could offer it some food or water or something. Think I'll do that unless somebody else has an idea. It seems like it's not showing images of this very well. Do have that in the instructions. I may have to like reinforce that. Like, make sure you've shown an image.
You kneel down slowly, careful not to startle the dog, and reach into your backpack. Pulling out your
It's doing them
canteen, you
sideways
unscrew the
too.
lid and gently pour a small amount of water into your cupped hand. The dog eyes you warily, its nose twitching as it catches the scent of the water. Holding out your hand, you offer the water to the dog. It hesitates for a moment, still unsure, but the promise of fresh water in this desolate place is too tempting to resist.
Mm.
The dog takes a cautious step forward, then another, until it finally lowers its head and begins to lap up the water from your hand. You can feel its rough tongue brushing against your skin as it drinks, its wary eyes never leaving yours. This simple act of trust brings a brief sense of relief in the otherwise unsettling environment. The dog's tail wags a little more confidently now, and you can tell that you've made a small but important connection. What
Yeah,
will you
let's
do
give it some
next?
food.
Will you
Yep.
try to continue bonding with the dog, explore the area together, or perhaps search for more resources now that you have a companion? You decide to offer the dog some food to strengthen the bond you've started. Reaching into your backpack, you pull out one of the packs of dried food you've been carrying. Tearing it open, you place a portion on the ground in front of the dog. The dog hesitates for a moment, sniffing the air before cautiously stepping closer. Its hunger wins out over its fear, and it begins to eat, its thin frame showing just how desperately it needed the nourishment. As the dog eats, you feel a sense of relief. In this endless maze of unsettling hallways, having a companion, even a four-legged one, makes the situation feel just a little more bearable. What will you do next? Will you keep exploring, search for more supplies, Or perhaps start looking for a safer area to rest now that you have a companion?
You have any thoughts? I'm kind of thinking maybe we need to look for supplies. Oh, that could happen too. Yeah, that could happen too. It may actually take it that way. I don't know. We'll see. Or we could even kind of prompt it that way to be like, examine the dog closely to make sure it's not a monster or something. You want me to do that? Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's do. Oh, okay. I could do that next, or after we get. Let's see. So, what do y'all think we should do with whatever's going on here? Let me show an image again. I'll read it out here. So I guess we could like run, hide, or fight the or investigate the monster or whatever it is. I'll have it read it out here. Then we can do
As
it
the
again.
dog finishes eating, you suddenly hear the faint sound of footsteps echoing through the maze of hallways. The dog's ears perk up, and it begins to grow restless, letting out a low, nervous whine. You can feel the tension in the air as the footsteps grow louder, seeming to come from just beyond the corner ahead. With the flashlight in hand, you slowly stand up, motioning for the dog to stay close. The two of you inch forward, your heart pounding as you approach the source of the sound. The flickering lights above cast unsettling shadows, and you can't shake the feeling that something or someone is just around the corner. Do you want to continue forward to investigate the sound? Or perhaps take a different approach? The decision could be crucial in this mysterious, dangerous place.
So what do y'all want to do? Investigate or like run or what? Shout to it. Oh, you want it to be a survivor? I guess. Okay, we could do that. Let's see. I'm trying to think how to. Maybe you could see, investigate, and see if it's a survivor. And it may steer it that direction. Let's see if that works. Yeah, possibly. I could say or monster, and then that would make it like maybe 50-50. Oh, this is effectively the game. So it's a kind of like a text based, like you tell it what you want to do, and then it'll kind of do that, and then it should throw some tricks your way too. This one looks like it kind of did here.
You decide to move forward, determined to investigate the source of the footsteps. With the flashlight held steady, you carefully peer
Right.
around the corner, the dog staying close at your side. As you inch forward, the footsteps suddenly stop. For a moment, there's only the oppressive silence of the backrooms, amplifying the tension. Then, just ahead in the dim light, you catch a glimpse of movement. A figure stands at the far end of the hallway, partially obscured by the shadows. It seems human, But in this eerie place, appearances can be deceiving. The figure doesn't move, seemingly unaware of your presence, or perhaps waiting for you to make the next move. The dog lets out a low growl, sensing the tension in the air. What will you do? Will you call out to the figure, approach it cautiously, or perhaps retreat and find another way around? Your next decision could determine whether this encounter is a friendly one or something far more dangerous.
So what would y'all like to do? I'm thinking maybe shout hello to it, I guess, and see if it's a monster or a person. Or if you got a different idea, let me know. Like just run or whatever. So I think I'll go with the hello option. And I think once I do that, I'm gonna take my medicine here that I need to take. Oh, I need to get more water too. Oh, this is interesting.
You take a deep breath and call out, your voice echoing down the endless corridor. Hello? Is anyone there? For a moment, there's nothing but silence, the tension thick in the air. Then the figure shifts slightly, turning its head towards you. A faint, almost hesitant voice responds, Hello? It's a human voice, but it sounds distant, unsure, like someone who's been lost in this place for too long. The figure doesn't move any closer, as if unsure whether to trust you, just as you are with them. What will you do next? Will you approach the figure, try to engage them in conversation, or keep your distance and assess the situation further? The choice is yours in this delicate moment.
Okay, I'm back. Oh boy. Oh, what's the idea? Oh, run. Oh, run to it. Oh, I didn't see exactly what you said there. I just got that. Somebody comment something again, and I'll see what y'all said. Okay, took my medicine, so oh, the thing begins to run. Okay, run toward you or run away from you? Like run at you or run away? Not sure what I just did with the rest of my medicine. There it is. Sorry, bear with me as I get resettled back in here. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a. Let's see. Let's just let it decide what happens next.
You decide to wait, holding your ground to see what the figure will do next. The tension in the air is almost palpable as the dog stands alert by your side, its eyes fixed on the shadowy silhouette. The figure hesitates for a moment, as if weighing its options. Then, slowly, it begins to take a few cautious steps forward, moving out of the shadows. You can see more of the person now, a disheveled figure with a wary, haunted expression, their clothes tattered and dirty, as if they've been wandering this place for a long time. The person stops a few feet away, studying you with a mix of curiosity and fear. It's clear they're just as unsure about you as you are about them. The dog lets out a soft growl, but you gently hush it, keeping the atmosphere as calm as possible.
Oh, there's
What will
weird.
you
There's
do?
two people,
Will you
three
speak to the
people.
figure, offer help, or perhaps take another approach? The moment is delicate, and how you proceed could determine whether this encounter turns into an alliance or something more dangerous.
I don't know. I guess this is the way it went. So maybe we can have another survivor in our Guess it turned out to be a human. So now we could add the person to our group, and oh, maybe he can have the camera on it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have it to where he has the camera that he found. We could do that once we find a monster here.
You notice something in the figure's hand, a camera, old and a bit battered, but still intact. Curiosity piqued, you point to it and ask, "Where did you find that?" The figure glances down at the camera, then back at you. "I just found it a few hallways back," they reply, their voice shaky but more confident now. "I haven't had a chance to look at what's on it yet. Maybe we could watch it together?" You nod, intrigued. The dog, sensing the change in mood, sits down quietly by your side as the two of you find a spot against one of the walls. The figure fiddles with the camera, eventually managing to bring up the first video. The screen flickers to life, revealing grainy footage of what looks like more of the back rooms. Endless hallways, strange rooms, all captured by someone else wandering these unsettling corridors. The camera shakes slightly, and you can hear the muffled sound of whoever was recording breathing heavily, as if they were running or trying to stay quiet. The footage is disjointed, showing glimpses of various places within the back rooms, some familiar and some not. Then, the camera catches something unusual, a brief, blurry shot of a figure in the distance, moving quickly out of frame. The person recording seems to panic, and the video cuts out abruptly. You and the other survivor exchange uneasy glances. Whatever happened to the person who owned this camera before is unknown, but the images on it suggest they encountered something or someone troubling. What will you do next? Will you continue watching more videos on the camera, discuss what you've just seen with the survivor, or perhaps explore the area where they found the camera?
Okay, so now we could make this part of the story actually that the dog and the human merge together, and it turns out they're really a monster, and then we have to deal with that. How about we do that? That'd be kind of funny. And kind of cool and backroomsy or whatever. So Oh, that'd be kind of funny. Probably run at that point.
As the video ends, you glance over at your companions, ready to discuss what you've just seen. But the sight that greets you sends a cold chill down your spine. The dog and the person, who were sitting side by side just moments ago, are no longer separate entities. They've merged together in a grotesque, impossible fusion of human and animal. The disheveled figure's features are distorted, their body intertwined with the dog's form in a way that defies all logic. The once wary eyes now stare at you with an unsettling, vacant expression. Panic rises in your chest as you scramble to your feet, heart pounding. The creature doesn't move, seemingly just as confused as you are by its new existence. You're trapped in this surreal nightmare, unsure if this abomination is hostile or simply another victim of the Backroom's twisted reality.
So you think we should run? I'd probably run if I saw
Run
that.
and find another way out, or perhaps attempt something else in this horrifying situation. Your next action is critical as you face this unimaginable terror.
Oh man, that's pretty epic. Let's try that. Oh, that should be epic. Oh man. Oh, that's epic. Oh, let's see if it'll show an image of this. Yeah, this will be epic. Oh man. Okay, let's see if we can read this. This is funny. Yeah, a little creepy at the same time. That's hilarious.
In your sheer panic, you scramble to get away from the horrifying fusion of dog and human. But in your terror, you lose control of your bladder. The warm, sudden sensation of wetness spreads down your legs, and before you can react, your foot slips in the puddle. You crash to the damp, moldy carpet, your flashlight skittering across the floor, casting frantic beams of light that make the distorted shadows around you even more terrifying. The creature remains still, its expression unreadable, as you struggle to get back on your feet, slipping and sliding in the mess. The world around you feels like it's closing in, the walls of the back room seeming even more oppressive and surreal as you try to regain your composure. But every movement feels clumsy, your fear making it difficult to think clearly. What will you do next? Will you try to crawl away, regain your footing, or perhaps try to communicate with the creature despite your terror? Your situation is desperate, and every second counts as you decide your next move.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Terrified beyond belief, you scramble to your feet, slipping and sliding as you try to gain traction on the damp carpet. Your heart races, and without looking back, you bolt down the hallway, your mind consumed with the need to escape. As you sprint away, you hear the creature behind you speak in a chilling, distorted human voice. Woof! The sound sends a fresh wave of terror through you, urging your legs to move faster, despite the disorienting maze of endless identical hallways. The walls blur past you as the flickering lights overhead create a nightmarish strobe effect, making it hard to see where you're going. But you don't care. You just need to get as far away from that thing as possible. What will you do now? Will you keep running blindly through the back rooms, try to find a place to hide, or perhaps gather your courage and plan your next move? The choice is yours as the fear drives you deeper into this twisted labyrinth.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do that. That'll be funny. So you duck into a room and you hear and you, well, just when you think you're safe, you go into a room, close the door. Just when you think you're safe, you hear meow. Let's do that. Start with that, and then we can see where it goes from there. Yeah, that's weird. It did it backward. It did it wrong. We should be running from the beast. Yep, it's turning out to be the comedy room.
In a desperate bid to escape, you spot a door up ahead, an unusual sight in the back rooms. Without hesitation, you throw yourself at it, fumbling with the handle before finally wrenching it open. You slip through the doorway and slam the door shut behind you, your breath coming in ragged gasps as you press your back against the door, heart pounding. For a moment, there's only silence. The only sound is your labored breathing, and you begin to think you might have finally found a moment of safety. But then, just as you start to catch your breath, a soft, eerie sound breaks the quiet. Meow. Your blood runs cold. The sound is delicate, almost playful, but in this twisted place, it's anything but comforting. You glance around the room you've entered, realizing that safety is still out of reach. What will you do now? Will you investigate the source of the meow, try to find another way out, or prepare yourself for whatever might come next? The backrooms are never as they seem, and this new sound could signal something even more dangerous.
So what was it you said there? I missed. So something about Mr. Beast, and then he turns out to be a bacteria thing. And say, so Gojo is coming and saying, guess like the meow or whatever. Let's try it like that, I guess. I'm not sure who Gojo is, but let's see. Oh, we could do that too. Next, after we run from this guy.
You slowly lift your gaze, following the direction of the unsettling meow. As your eyes adjust to the dim light, you see something, or rather, someone, approaching. To your utter disbelief, the figure emerging from the shadows is none other than Gojo Satoru, the powerful sorcerer with his signature blindfold and effortless aura of confidence. His presence here, in the back rooms of all places, is as baffling as it is surreal. Gojo looks down at you with a slight smirk, as if your panic and the horrors of this place are nothing more than a minor inconvenience to him. He tilts his head slightly, his casual demeanor contrasting sharply with the nightmarish surroundings. Looks like you've had a rough time, he says, his voice calm and almost amused. Let's see what we can do about that. What will you do? Will you ask Gojo for help, follow him, or try to understand why he's here? His unexpected arrival changes everything, and your next move could lead you into entirely new and unpredictable territory.
Oh, okay. So apparently that's a copyrighted thing. So I guess I can't do that. So let's see. Mr. Beast will probably be the same thing. How about we just continue running and then we can look for supplies or something? We could encounter a bacteria creature, I guess. Maybe not Mr. Beast though, but let's think about that for a little bit. So let's do continue to run. Oh, and let's run and find another level of the back rooms. Let's do that. That'll be cool. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Like have it be me. Yeah, we could make it to where we fight one of the monsters. Yeah, use kung fu on one of the next monsters we encounter. Ooh, oh, that looks interesting.
Deciding not to question the bizarre encounter any further, you quickly gather yourself and dart through the nearest hallway, away from Gojo and the unsettling meow. The walls blur as you run, your footsteps echoing through the empty corridors, driven by the primal need to escape whatever twisted reality the Backrooms has in store. After what feels like an eternity of running through identical claustrophobic hallways, you finally stumble upon something different, an old, rusty door slightly ajar at the end of a long corridor. With no other options in sight, you push the door open and step through. As soon as you cross the threshold, the air changes. The musty, stale scent of the backrooms gives way to something different, something even more unsettling. You find yourself in what appears to be a vast, open area, completely unlike the confined spaces you've been navigating. The walls are gone, replaced by an endless void with massive, towering structures scattered around like a forest of concrete and steel. The ground beneath your feet is solid, but the dim, artificial light gives the area a cold, alien feel. The silence here is even more profound, and you can't shake the feeling that you've entered a deeper, more dangerous level of the backrooms. What will you do next? Will you explore this new environment, search for clues or a way out, or perhaps try to find shelter before something finds you? This new level offers a strange, unsettling sense of possibility, but also an even greater sense of dread.
Oh, let's consult the man. Consult a. Let's say we have a manual on us, so let's consult the manual and see if that corresponds to like see what level we're on. Oh, okay, we're in the suburbs. Whoa. Wait, what happened to reading that out loud? Let's see.
You take a moment to catch your breath and pull out the manual you've been carrying, an old, worn guide to the backrooms that you found early on. Flipping through the pages, you search for any information that might match the environment you've just entered. As you scan the entries, one level description catches your eye. It reads, Level 9, the suburbs. Description: This level is an endless sprawl of eerily quiet suburban streets. The houses are fully furnished, but devoid of life, with lights sometimes flickering on and off despite no apparent power source. The air is cold, and the sky above is perpetually overcast, casting a dull gray light over everything. Hazards: While seemingly safer than other levels, Level 9 is home to entities that mimic the appearance of humans. These entities may approach in the guise of friendly neighbors, but should be avoided at all costs. There's also a disorienting effect where the streets seem to loop back on themselves, making it difficult to find a way out. As you look around at the towering structures and vast open space, this description doesn't seem to fit what you're seeing. You continue flipping through the manual, searching for something more accurate. Then you find another entry: Level 11, the Endless City. Description: Level 11 is an expansive, seemingly infinite city filled with towering skyscrapers, massive industrial structures, and vast, empty streets. The level is almost entirely silent, with no signs of life except for the occasional distant movement or noise. The environment is cold and unsettling, and the scale of the structures can be overwhelming. Hazards: Although the level appears deserted, it's believed that certain entities roam the shadows, only emerging when travelers are at their most vulnerable. The vastness of the level makes it easy to become lost, and there are reports of people disappearing without a trace. The description of Level 11 seems to match your surroundings more closely. The towering structures, the eerie silence, and the unsettling atmosphere all point to this being the level you found yourself in. What will you do now that you have a better understanding of where you are? Will you begin exploring this endless city, search for shelter, or perhaps try to find clues that might lead to an exit? Your next steps could be crucial in navigating the dangers of Level 11.
So yeah, I think I'll do that. That's funny. So that's gonna be funny. I missed the last thing you said there. Let's see how that goes. This does seem to be good with the lore and everything. Like, I think level 11 is the Endless City. Hi there, Geomine. He's running toward it again. What the world?
You realize you're in Level 11, the Endless City. And just as the weight of this vast, eerie environment begins to settle in, a familiar sound echoes through the towering structures: a low, guttural growl. Your blood runs cold as you recognize it. The dogman creature has found your scent again. Without hesitation, you take off running, sprinting down the desolate streets and weaving between the towering buildings. The silence of the city amplifies the sound of your frantic footsteps, and you can hear the creature's heavy breaths and clawed footsteps gaining on you. Your heart pounds as you turn a corner, desperately searching for an escape or a place to hide. But then, to your utter confusion, The noise behind you suddenly stops. You risk a glance over your shoulder and see the dogman creature standing by a fire hydrant. To your bewilderment, it's no longer chasing you, but instead has stopped to pee on the hydrant, like some grotesque parody of a real dog. The sight is bizarre, almost absurd, and for a moment you can't help but feel a twisted sense of relief. But you know it won't last. The creature's strange behavior might buy you some time, but you're far from safe. What will you do? Will you use this moment to find a better hiding spot, keep running while the creature is distracted, or try something else? Your next move is crucial as you navigate this dangerous situation.
Oh, that'd be funny. See if it probably won't put us in a restaurant. Let's see what it puts us in, though. KFC would be cool. So this could be the comedic backrooms. This is pretty funny. I think I'm gonna change up the title of this video here.
Seizing the opportunity, you dart towards one of the towering buildings lining the desolate street. The entrance is a large, heavy door slightly ajar, and with a
Excuse me.
burst of adrenaline, you push it open and slip inside. The interior is dark and cold, a stark contrast to the open streets outside.
Hey
The
kids,
faint light filtering in through the dirty windows barely illuminates the space, casting long,
oh,
eerie shadows.
cool.
The building seems abandoned, its vast emptiness filled with the echoes of your footsteps as you move deeper inside. You quickly find a corner near the entrance, crouching low as you try to catch your breath. The distant sound of the creature outside fades, but you know it won't be long before it picks up your scent again. You scan the area, trying to decide your next move. The building is a maze of empty rooms and dark hallways. It feels safer inside, but the oppressive silence and the unknown threats lurking in the shadows keep you on edge. What will you do? Will you explore the building further, find a place to hide, or try to secure the entrance to keep the creature out? Your
You
next
can't load
decision
up
will
realms
determine
again.
how long
I
you will
think they're
stay
having
in this
problems.
unsettling place.
I couldn't get into the realm myself. I got into it, but then I went out trying to invite you back, invite you in and stuff, and then it messed up, and now I can't get in. So, or at least I couldn't. So, let's see. Does anybody want to do anything else here while we're in the back rooms, or should I go ahead and see if Minecraft Realms is working again? See, and feel free to like and subscribe. By the way, it's been a comedic venture to the back rooms. Yeah, guess. Well, you know what? Let's go and try to join it real quick again. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll come back to this. If I could send it, yeah. Okay, let me see if it works here. Okay, I'll have to resend it here. Oh, I should have accepted your invite. Okay, let's see if this will work. So, oh, we can get into realms now. Yay! Okay. Uh, let's see. I want to try to get this fixed here first. So, I guess we could hop straight into here, but I should probably do a. Let's see. See if we can get you reinvited here real quick. Manage realm. Okay, cool. I'm glad things are working again here. Members. So if you declined it, you're probably okay. Yep. Recent here. Okay. Let's see if I can actually go into it here too. I'm quite curious what the Realm Celebration map is too, but anyway, I should start this into a new live stream. So let's see if that'll go first. And, well, let's see if that'll load in, and then I'll go back to the back rooms real quick. Guess since I'm not hosting the server here, or like it's in the Realms thing, or it's in their server, me going off here shouldn't cause any problems. So, yay, got back in. Nice. Oh yeah, let me get the. I'll put the link to the description in this video. So you go to chatgpt.com and then you search for Backrooms Explorer. I'll put the link in the video. Is there anything anybody else wants to do here before we leave? Maybe we could do something kind of silly. Like, I'm trying to think. I guess there's already been plenty of silliness. I guess. That was pretty good. Comedic backrooms. So, yeah, I think we're. Oh, there's multiple ones on like the actual game. I will try to put the link to this one in here, but there are multiple games that you can get on the phone on Android. Okay, and they weren't. One I tried wasn't very good. The one I played last time, or at least I didn't think it. Oh, I thought it was like 6 out of 10 or whatever. Yeah, it was the Backrooms, but it wasn't very well made. I didn't think, but I think there's some better ones out there. Think there's some for PC too, so you just search them. I think Steam has one or two as well. I haven't tried out yet. So anyway, that's out there, and I'll get the link for y'all and put that in the description here. I'll show y'all how to find that real quick here. So you go to if you have the Chat GPT app, or you can go to chatgpt.com. I'll show y'all in the app, and that pretty much does about the same thing. Then you go to this thing up here, Explore GPTs, Backrooms, Explorer, and there we go. Wow. And then you could pick any of these, or you could just start chat, and you could say you're a cat in the background, Backrooms, or whatever you want. That was pretty good, though. So I think I'm gonna get in the rounds thing. I'll probably just play like not in live stream here and do some mining and stuff, I guess, before I go to bed. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, but thank y'all for watching and feel free to like and subscribe. Have a great night. Thank you for the inputs. This was fun playing together like that. Wow. Wow. You're silly. Okay.